I'm Dr. Ron Miller with Pursuit Physical Therapy, and today I'm going over your 4 to 5 tips for new runners and my advice on as you're starting to learn how to run and joining a running group. These are going to be 4 or 5 tips that you can do to help you as you start this new activity. First of all, congrats, because running's great. You're going to love it. Once you get the hang of it, you're going to start enjoying it, whether it's for weight loss, stress relief, or just being a part of a good group. You're going to love it. So my first tip would be, I would recommend make sure that you're in the right shoe for you. Everyone has different types of feet. Certain shoes are best for certain types of people. So I would highly recommend going to a running shoe store and getting the proper shoe that fits your feet and make sure it feels good. Some simple things that I recommend is make sure it's lightweight, make sure it feels great for your feet, and make sure it's comfortable for you. I mean, those are 3 simple things that you can do, and plus you can make sure it looks good too. But make sure it's lightweight, it fits your feet good, and it's comfortable as you start your running program or your Couch to 5K program. So getting the or a good shoe is probably step 1. Number 2, I would probably start hip strengthening. And why do you say hip strengthening? That is one of the most common things that I see in my runners, whether you're a novice and you're just starting out or whether you're an elite runner, is a lack of hip strength. It's not a flexibility problem. You know, running is really, you're not going to end range, so you don't need a lot of range of motion. But the number 1 cause of a lot of running injuries is hip strength. And you can subscribe to my running group or even look at my YouTube videos for some basic hip strengthening exercises that you can do to help promote some hip strength. And normally I consider good hip strength 3 sets of 15 of a straight leg raise, which is you're laying on your side, you're lifting your legs straight up to the side. So 3 sets of 15 is considered good hip strength for runners. So number 2 would be start strengthening the hips and glutes. A third point that I would recommend is maybe buying a foam roll. Now, you probably haven't been running much and you're just starting a new exercise, so you're going to be sore. And when you overload a weak muscle, you get some trigger points. So you're going to start getting muscle soreness in like the calves, the quad muscles, the outer thigh, the IT band, stuff like that. And a foam roll is something easy that you can do at home to help relieve some of the myofascial soreness or pain that you may be experiencing as you start your training program. So the next thing would be, yes, look into getting a foam roll. It's going to help with some of the muscle soreness. A fourth thing that I would recommend is to make sure you squeeze in a rest day. So remember, bodybuilders don't work the same muscle every day in hopes of getting big. You're going to have to squeeze in 1 to 2 rest days a week, because you're probably going to either start some sort of training program and they're going to push you a little bit. And you don't want to overtrain. You know, there's a common principle called the 10% rule, is you never increase your workload or your mileage 10% week to week to week. So yes, that means don't just go out and run 3 miles if you're just starting a running program. That's going to be too much, and that's overload, and that's going to put you at risk for injury. So you can follow that guideline of just doing the 10% rule and don't increase your mileage or your workload greater than 10% from the previous week. Or what I also recommend is maybe joining a running group. You're going to get motivated by some colleagues who are in the same position as you are, or joining a Couch to 5K group where they have the plan all written out for you and you'll have a coach and they'll help guide you through this process of attaining your goal, which is either running a 5K, running a 10K, or whatever. So either join a group, don't overtrain, because I know that when you start something new, you're going to want to overtrain and you're really going to want to push it hard. But make sure you squeeze in 1 to 2 days of rest. You know, if your body's sore, your muscles are achy, you're probably getting to that point and you need that day of rest. Because if I'm trying to improve in something, I'm going to have to, your rest days is where your gains are made, where your body recovers and gets stronger to be able to do the next run or to do the next lift or to do the next workout. So just remember to squeeze in 1 to 2 rest days with that. And maybe even either just follow like an online program, follow the 10% rule, or even join a Couch to 5K group. There's a lot of great coaches out there that can help you in this process, and you'll be surrounded with other colleagues who are trying to do the same stuff you do. So it's motivation. You'll push each other to attain your goals. So I hope this helps. Those are 4 steps right there that I would recommend for someone who's beginning a running program, doing a Couch to 5K group, and anything like this. So if you have any questions about running, mechanics, running injuries, training programs, feel free to send us an email or visit our website at pursuittherapy.com. Hope it helps, and keep on running.